was around 6 years old, my mom and I were riding to town with my aunt. We didn't have a car of our own. I knew my mom had run out of cigarettes, so I leaned forward from the back seat and asked, "Mom, are you dying?" My aunt said, "What?" I responded with, "Well, yous always say yous are dying for a cigarette." From since I can remember until about the age of 10, my family had always played cards together on weekend nights. One night, they were all at the dining room table smoking, playing cards, and I was at a little table in the corner of the kitchen coloring. I went to my mom with red, sore, watering eyes. They had been bothering me for the past several times we had been at my Aunt Joanne's house for cards. My mom decided I must have been allergic to cigarette smoke, so therefore I had to stay in the living room. At about the age of 10, my cousin Liz and I were playing outside. Even through the closed windows, we could hear the talking and chuckling throughout the card game, including phrases such as, "Ugh, I just really needed a cigarette," to calm down, or "I was just dying for a cigarette," and such. Liz and I became quite curious about these cigarettes and their effects, so we stole one. We went out behind a shed one day in her yard and decided with our little hearts racing we were going to smoke. We lit the cigarette, passed it, choked, and stomped it out. We then took off running, terrified that we might get caught. Well, we got caught all right. The leaves had started on fire, and her father was very angry. At age 12, I acquired a friend named Angela. She had 2 older sisters. One day, Angela and I stumbled upon them and their friend smoking. Angela threatened to tell her mom and dad, while she and I tried to run in the other direction. We got caught. We were taken back to the park and weren't allowed to leave until we finished smoking an entire cigarette. That way we would all be in the same amount of trouble. So we did, and we decided we kinda liked the head buzz feeling. That is where it all began. I continue to smoke today due to the fact that I have struggled all my life with my weight, and am very afraid to make that struggle any more difficult. I have lost my stepfather, who I watched suffer with emphysema, and my father, who died of cancer. During times that I have tried to quit, my children have actually begged me to go buy cigarettes. All 3 of my children are now tobacco users. Cigarettes have become like a security blanket, so much that if I have less than 3 in my pack, I begin to feel panic. Smoking has actually become quite embarrassing, as smokers have become the minority, as well as it is costly. I not only pay for the cigarettes, but it also requires tooth whitener and wrinkle creams to decrease the negative effects of the nicotine. It also costs me time. Time I take out of my day to go outside and smoke, time waiting outside the car to smoke while on a date, time outside of family gatherings, and eventually, time less lived. Time is precious, and I need to stop wasting it.